Hey, it's your host with the most, Razor, aka Mr. Blast from the past, and I'm a time traveler from 1985 with one mission for the love of synthwave, synth pop, retro style, vaporwave, and nothing but the best of nostalgia music. So I wanted to make sure that you guys got a Patreon update video. So this is the updated Patreon video. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. I just wanted to make sure that you guys kind of got an idea on where Synth is going. What do we want to do for Synth, and what can the listeners do to help Synth, and what we're going to be, putting the funds on. Of course, that's what a lot of people want to know. They want to know what kind of stuff they're going to get for putting in their dollar. So, yeah. So as I'm recording this today, this is January 29th, 2020. And this is the second week that Synth has peaked on the Apple podcasting charts. So if you guys don't know, just like the Billboard 100, there are a couple of companies like Apple and Spotify that kind of rank different podcasts, and Apple's kind of like the number one at doing that. And Synth last Wednesday peaked at number 47 under music interviews, and this week we are number 29. If you guys aren't following me on my social media pages on Twitter and Instagram at BigRay826, you guys can see the video of me like going crazy as I found out about this, and I just kind of wanted to let you guys know that it's a big deal, and that's something that I don't want to like overlook, because there are over 550,000 active podcasts right now on Apple Podcasts, and to be on a recommended podcasting list, that is awesome, and that's just showing you guys that there has been a lot of time and effort into Synth to where Apple has recognized it to put it on their list. And it's also thanks to you guys, streaming the show, downloading the show, rating the show, you add in the stars on whatever platform you listen to, and then write in the comments, say, Ray, you suck, or like, play more dark wave. I see your guys' comments, okay? Like, play more dark synth, or let's play more vaporwave, or the midnight. I hear all you guys tell me that all the time. But even though that you guys comment on that stuff, it still means a lot, and I want to say thank you to everybody who listens to the show and has supported the show for a long time. Yeah, so it's pretty awesome. So the one thing I wanted to talk about is where I want to take Synth into the future of Synth, and then also kind of like what are the changes I'm going to try to do this year. So this is like my fourth time trying to record this, so I kind of want to make this quick. So first off, I want to make Synth the way MTV was back in the late 80s, early 90s, where it was like in the forefront of every concert, every show, every, any type of crazy event that was going on that involved the musicians that we love, So Synth, we want to be in the forefront of every synthwave show as we can. As of right now, we were lucky enough to go to different kinds of concerts all through this year, and was able to give you guys content such as interviews and video content for you guys to go check out. There's tons of stuff all over our YouTube page you guys can go check out right now. But we want to do more of that. We want to be there. We want to be at every show as possible. But a lot of the times we can't afford to go to these shows. So there's shows all over the US that involve synthwave artists that like are in New York, Miami, Atlanta, Houston, Denver. They're all over the place, and we want to try to go to these shows, but we are trying to get the funding for the show. So a lot of the funding from us traveling these last couple of months came from money saved up from the Patreon backers. And that's how we've been trying to adjust going to some of these shows. And then also, we are breaking even because the money that's been put into the Patreon page kind of goes back into keeping Synth up and running. It does cost money to keep a podcast going. You have to pay for the server, pay for the website, pay for the promotions, the advertisement, all that stuff has to be put into account. And so a lot of times we are just breaking even on most cases. And we are very thankful for all the Patreon backers that have already, put in their, Patreon back. I don't know how to say that. How you would say that, subscribe, I guess. But most of you people, do it because you love the show, and I'm very, very happy about that. So where do we want to take Synth Zone right now is we want to do more shows. We want to bring you more videos. We want to do video or artist video content, more written content such as reviews, album reviews, single reviews, artist reviews to the website at synthzone.net. We also want to try and get more artists to be on the show. That's something that we're working on currently. We also want to put out some music videos. There's some artists I've been talking to who want to do some music videos specifically for Synth Zone and under Synth Zone. So there's so many things going on that I wish I can tell you all, but I just can only give you just so much right now. And what I kind of wanted to talk about, I have my little notes right here, is that there's a few things I want to kind of do for Synth Zone. One thing is to put Synth Zone on air on terrestrial radio stations. That's going to put a little bit, that for us to do that, we need to put in more money into the production costs, splitting up the shows to where it's FCC regulated, and then also stations are able to put their promotions and advertisement and all that stuff. Live remote on locations, so basically doing kind of I guess being in person in certain locations, if that makes sense, like going to different places like bars, coffee places, basically any venue that will allow me to be there and play music. Basically that would be fun. That's something that I've always kind of thought about doing, was going around on location and just hanging out, meeting local synthwave people, and say, hey, I'm going to be in San Francisco this weekend. If you want to come out, I'll be here and here. We can hang out, get some coffee. I'll give you a sticker. It's like that kind of stuff. That's what I kind of want to do, and I want to do that everywhere. Hosting more shows. So we want to try to go out and do more shows. There's tons of synthwave shows going on in the US in 2020, and we want to try to hit as much as we can. We can't hit all of them, but we want to try to hit as much as we can, and you guys helping with the Patreon really helps us to go to these places so we can bring that kind of content to you guys. Developing merch. So we are developing more merch for Synth Zone, not just like logo t-shirts, but actual design shirts. That is all in development right now. You guys can go right now to synthzone.net and click on the merch tab and go check out all of our new designs. We have a good sponsor right now with Moon Lambo, who's been helping us develop who helped develop our new logo, who helped develop our new t-shirt designs, and it's really awesome. So please go check all that stuff out. And every time when you buy merch from us, it actually helps out the show also. And that's pretty much it. And so I know that's kind of lackluster and kind of short notice, but I wanted to make sure that you guys kind of understand where Synth Zone is going. And there's just so much things going on. We had such a great year. We got to interview Betamax, Tokyo Rose. We got to go up and MC a couple of shows in Portland and Seattle. We got to see the Midnight this year for the second time. We got to see the Midnight for the second time. We got to, what else did we do? We just got to hang out with artists, man. People who make this music, who are a part of this community, and that's something that I'm very thankful for, and I'm very happy to be involved in. And then to be a staple in the synthwave community is very, very humbling, and it's awesome. And I just love every single one of them. Everybody has been so nice. There has not been one bad moment, and I'm knocking on wood, because there has not been one bad moment in the synthwave community right now, and I just love it. And we want to kind of expand to different areas too. We want to get into vaporwave and lo-fi, and make sure those kind of artists are recognized also, because they're as involved in the nostalgia look and the retro style look as much as everybody in the synthwave community as well. So yeah. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about. And then also, if you guys want to go check out our goals are pretty much the same. They're just having a little tweaked a little bit. So yeah, if SynthZone were to be making like $500 off of Patreon, that'll help us get more upgrades for SynthZone. If you guys don't know, we are rocking a computer from 2012. We just got this new microphone recently, this Yeti. I forgot what it's called. But my good Audio-Technica AT2020 died earlier this year, and I was able to secure this as of right now. I would like to get a professional microphone for SynthZone. This is as professional as we can get currently, but we would love to put more upgrades into an actual, like, a Shure microphone. That's the standard for radio. And then also a new computer to help us to make it easier with edits and push content out for you guys, such as video production, even like stills, like pictures and stuff like that. We have a lot of synthwave pictures that we would love to push out for you guys, but it's very hard for us to do that with the slow computer. We would also like to have a laptop to do stuff remotely, and then also try to get an amplifier, microphone, and all that stuff. There's a lot of stuff that we would love to get. We'll probably be very descriptive on our Patreon page, so just look on the bottom right here and you guys can check out all the stuff that we want to try to upgrade for SynthZone. Then we have our little costs. If we get $1,200, we do live broadcasts and daily shows. We can do that because that's pretty much that helps us enough to where we're able to do a daily show every day. And then also, like, more stuff to be pushed out. $3,000 is for us to get a new studio at a remote location, more likely in the city. Talking about Los Angeles or San Diego, or maybe up north. We don't know. It just really just depends on where the scene wants us at, man. I'm very adjusted. And then $5,000 is for us to do concerts at your local hometown. That's kind of like something I've been wanting to do, is trying to make sure we could do a lot of stuff for the synthwave community and kind of bring the artists to you guys. And that's the whole idea of SynthZone, is to bring the artists to you guys, and so you guys can get an idea of what kind of music they play, what kind of shows that they do, and what kind of audience they bring to the community. And it's very crazy. Like, we just did Neon Rose Fest at Portland and Seattle, and we saw a huge broad of people, because the artists that were played all played different types of synthwave sounds or retro style sounds, and there's all kinds of different people that show up, and it's awesome to see. It's like a bunch of like genres united, But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you guys a little update video on what's been going on. I would like to thank all these people. I put in an invisible list right here. These are all the current Patreon backers. Thank you all so much. I just want to give a huge shout out to, I'm going to put him somewhere right here, David Archer. This guy he was the first Patreon backer, and he was back in 2018, I believe, and he never left. I just want to give a huge shout out specifically to him, because it was because of him he gave me the encouragement to keep on going. I am dead serious. There was a part of me where I thought about quitting SynthZone, but when he joined, that changed everything for me. And all you people, I'm looking at your names. Thank you for being a part of SynthZone. Thank you for helping us. We will try to do more rewards for you guys. I want to try to give you guys merch. I want to see if I can send you guys some merch. I want to send you guys some stills. All the stuff that you guys have been promised for being a Patreon backers, you guys are still going to get. We are working on that stuff. Sorry for the cassette fiasco. The last time we did this kind of like Patreon thing, I kind of said that we can do cassettes for mixtape, but then I completely overlooked at how much production costs for cassettes are, even now that they're kind of like coming back now, which is insane and I love it, but it's also very hard and costly for us to do. So what I want to try to do is I want to try to push a playlist style for you guys, specifically for the Synth Zone Patreon backers. So that's going to be coming very soon. And then also, you know, keep a lookout for the merch giveaways specifically for the Patreon backers, because what I want to try to do is give you guys one of a kind Patreon stuff. So that's what I want to try to do, and make sure you guys get all that cool, you know, plus all the new content for you guys. You guys are going to get first dibs on all kinds of things that's been going on, and then plus, you know, polls, questions about the show, and you know, and then plus you get access to talk to me anytime you want. We could Skype, hang out, do whatever you want. You know, if I'm in your neighborhood, let me know, and we could definitely hang out and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's it. So thank you so much for everything, and yeah, stay retro, guys.